In this episode, you will discover simple, practical steps to uncover your Ikigai, even if you feel completely lost right now. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Welcome to another mini episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a place where we explore how to navigate career and life transitions with purpose and clarity. I'm so glad you're here, taking your time out for your own personal growth. Today, we're reviewing a topic that so many of you have shared with me that you'd really like to learn more about, and that is finding your Ikigai, or reason for being, particularly when you're facing this question, what's next? In my recent conversation with the inspiring Nikki Smyrny, who is a founder of Travel Gems, which is Europe's leading luxury well-being company, we uncovered practical ways to discover and live our Ikigai, no matter our age or stage in life. If you missed the full episode, please go back to episode 191. But in the meantime, let's explore the key takeaways. One of the first things that Nikki and I discussed was the distinction between change and evolution. We can also describe that as a difference between change and transition. Change often happens externally, like losing a job or watching your kids leave the nest, while evolution or transition, on the other hand, is an internal shift in perspective, purpose, or direction. For many of us, major life events, whether planned or unexpected, trigger the feeling that something inside me wants more, or it's time to reinvent myself. For others, like it did for me, it's more of an internal feeling or voice, which tells us that we need to change our direction, whether that be in our career or other aspects of our life. Regardless of the trigger, we should view this next stage of transition or evolution as an opportunity to really rediscover ourselves and grow rather than being fearful of it. A key question you can ask yourself is this: what internal evolution am I craving beyond the external changes happening around me? The second key thing we discussed is, what is Ikigai? And Ikigai comes from the Japanese region of Okinawa and translates to reason for being. It's a framework or tool which has 4 intersecting circles, like in a Venn diagram. The first circle is discovering what you love. The second is discovering what you're really good at. The third is discovering what the world needs. And the fourth is what you can be paid for, or more broadly, what can bring abundance into your life. Right in the center of these 4 circles is your Ikigai, your unique purpose that aligns personal passion with outward contribution. The key point is that the sweet spot is where your passion and strengths meet a genuine need in the world. And it doesn't always have to be a career pivot. Your Ikigai can show up as part of a new project, volunteer work, a passion business, or even teaching skills you've honed over the years. The third thing we discussed is how we can learn lessons from our own setbacks. Nikki shared that her own path involved plenty of struggles and course corrections. Each setback showed her what didn't fit so she could move closer to what did. It's a good reminder that failures are not dead ends, they're pointers. Obstacles or failed attempts can serve as signals that you're on the right path or that you're ready for a shift. And instead of viewing these as dead ends, see them as part of your evolution, guiding you to the life or work that you're meant to do. Here you can ask yourself this question: what lesson is this setback teaching me about where I really want to go? And the fourth thing we discussed is practical steps to discover and live your Ikigai. We all need something more concrete than just theory. So here are a few tools you can use to discover and live your Ikigai. First thing is to keep a gratitude journal. Write down a few things you're thankful for every day, no matter how small. It could be your morning coffee, a text from a friend, or just a good night's sleep. This helps you focus on what's working in your life and shifts your mindset from worry or fear to possibility. You can try meditation in any way that it works for you. You don't need to have the perfect meditation practice. Even a few minutes of slow breathing or quiet reflection can help you tune into your inner voice. Answers arise in stillness, and you'll find clarity about your next steps there. And you don't have to do it perfectly, just try to be consistent. The other thing is to stay curious. Read about topics you're not used to, like try a new hobby or talk to people outside of your field. New perspectives can spark ideas you've never even considered. And often career reinventions happen when we connect the dots between what seems like unrelated passions or skills and figure out what you really need. The next thing is to figure out what you really need. Be honest. Do you need more freedom, more financial stability, a simpler lifestyle? Identifying what truly matters rather than what you think you should want helps you plan your next step in a way that makes sense for you. The fifth thing that we discussed is this: how to deal with fear. Fear is normal, but it can keep you from doing the things that truly matter. Fear often keeps us stuck, whether it's fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of stepping into the unknown. It can paralyze us. Instead, recognize that fear is not a sign to quit, it's a chance to grow. And use small, consistent actions like journaling, planning, or reaching out to mentors to chip away at your fears. A key question that you can ask yourself is this: is this fear stopping me for a valid reason, or is it just showing me that this goal is important? That can help you transform fear into growth. As Nikki and I discussed, life is a continuous evolution. We never arrive at a final destination. And often, and once you align with your Ikigai, life doesn't suddenly become perfect, but you'll notice more flow and joy. You'll also realize that it's okay to reevaluate and course correct as you continue to learn and grow. So that's it for today's mini episode on finding your Ikigai during career transitions. I hope that these insights help you see that figuring out your reason for being isn't just for dreamers. It's about practical steps and honest self-reflection. So remember, the questions to keep asking yourself are: who am I becoming through this evolution? Where do my passions, skills, and the world needs intersect? How can I replace fear with curiosity and gratitude? Thank you for listening. And if it sparked even a bit of curiosity on how to find your Ikigai, reach out to me. I have a proven system which will guide you to do just that. It works for me and for my countless clients who've taken the time and space to rediscover who they are and what they really want. And as mentioned in my episode with Nikki, I will be attending the upcoming retreat called Ikigai in Nature, which Nikki is hosting in Zermatt, Switzerland in June. She has 2 open spots left and is offering a discount for my loyal listeners. So if you're interested, reach out to me at Kavita at itsmytimenowcoaching.com, and we can give you more details on that. And as an added bonus, I will be interviewing Francis Morales, who is the author of the famous Ikigai book, live at this retreat. You will also meet like minded individuals and be able to explore this beautiful area of the world. Again, if you're interested in learning more about how to find your Ikigai or in the Ikigai in Nature retreat, reach out to me at Kavita at itsmytimenowcoaching.com. Till next time, my friend, be well and take some time to explore your reason for being.